In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to use buttons to create an interactive slideshow. Interactive slideshows are a great way to kind of conserve your real estate as far as pages go when you're working with interactive PDFs. It's also a great way to get users to work with your content or interact and just have that extra piece there. And so we're going to start with looking at what this will look like when we're done. And so I've opened up my SWF preview, and what I've done is created rollover buttons that link to content here. And each of them are named whatever the object is. And as I click on each one, we can see the different objects. And we have one left to link at the bottom. So a couple things to note is that these are all interrelated. So when I click the dishcloth link, that rollover works. I can still see all of these buttons, but I don't see any other photo. So let's get into it and see how this works. So we're going to start with our image. And so this is the image that we're going to add to this slideshow. And we're going to use the buttons and forms panel like we have been using. We're going to click the new button icon. For interactive slideshows, button names are critical to help keep them all straight. So we're going to describe what will be happening here. And this is going to be the orange socks. So we've described the photo. And then we're going to check hidden until triggered. And that's it for that piece of the puzzle. Now I do want to align these up. So I am going to select my socks and then these images, and I'm going to use my quick alignment buttons here to just align those objects the way that I want them. So now my images are all aligned. Now I'm going to select my associated text, so the orange sock text. Again, buttons and forms, create a new button. This time I'm going to name this Show and Orange Socks. So I have an idea that this is the one that's going to have an action attached to it. And the event is on release or tap, and my action is going to be show hide buttons or forms. Notice my whole visibility has changed down here. I have some new options. So this is what I'm going to be setting, the visibility of all of these objects, all of these buttons, all of these images. So the code here is the I is show. So the only thing I want to show is the orange socks. Not the orange socks button, the orange socks. X means you're just there. I don't hide you, I don't show you. So any of our shows, we want to have an X next to it. The baby blanket, we don't want to see, so we're going to hide it with the I with the line through it. Same thing with the silk scarf, the purple green socks, the bathroom rug, the dishcloth. And we just go through here setting all those up. Again, the ones that are showed and these that are named button are the names, and we don't need to worry about those. We can also set the rollover state, and I believe that that is just a purple fill for that rollover state. So let's do an SWF preview, and we're just going to do this single page and see how it looks. And so if I click my orange socks, that looks good. Uh-oh. But what's happened? Well, what's happened is I created this new show, and I have to go back in and alter it on these buttons as well. So let's look at that. So again, back to my buttons and forms. I'm going to click this text, and I just want to go down to the orange socks, and I want those to be hidden. And I need to do that for every single one of these because all of this content is interrelated. So there is a little work that you need to put in to get this look correct, but once you do, and it doesn't take super long. It really creates a great interactive look. So that is creating an interactive slideshow in InDesign.